everybody, it's Martha at the Shabby Craft Studio. I want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate very much you being here. I hope you'll pull up a cup of tea or coffee, or hey, if it's evening where you are, 5 o'clock somewhere, pull up a glass of wine. I haven't been awake very long, so please excuse me if I stumble over my words or can't think straight. This is only my first cup of tea, too. Also, excuse my squeaky chair, as usual. So, today I am here to share with you the 2 autumn journals that I have completed. I am very happy with these, and I hope that you will be too. And I also have an update on my Ephemera Folios. So, I wanted to share both of those with you, or all 3 of those with you. I'm going to start with the Ephemera Folio. This will be real quick. I've made a few updates to it, to how I was originally making them. And I wanted to share that with you because the price is going to rise because I have made these changes. It's a lot more work, but I feel like in the long run, it's also a better product. I'm constantly trying to improve them because they do have their faults. And I even though I've gotten good feedback, I know that they have faults. so I feel like I am constantly trying to improve them. So one of the things I've done is I've put a little pocket right here made out of the page protector. I should have something that I can slide in there. You can just see. So that's a page protector pocket right there. I have also put these little tabs in here that will help to hold tall things in without them flopping out of these pockets that are here. And I'm making the pockets in them a lot deeper. I know you can see, it's hard to see clear. Trust me, I sew these things. I spend hours a day sewing them. But, they're a lot deeper, and even though they're deeper, you can still get your hand down inside of them. I mean, I've got short, stubby, fat fingers, and once you get I have no nails either. Once you get your hand down inside there, you can grab out anything you want. So some of them have shorter pockets, some of them have taller pockets, but because of that, it takes more page protectors to make the pages. The other thing that I've done is I have now punched my own tabs, and each page has a tab on it. You can write front and back what's on that page so that you can easily take your Ephemera Folio down from your shelf, or or pull it out of your wherever you keep them, and each tab you'll be able to see what's in that pocket. You can write on it in pencil. It's just cardstock, and that way if you wanted to change it, you can, or if you write in pen, you can always put a piece of tape over it or something and change it. So I did want to point those out to you. Each folio comes with 5 signatures. There's 2 pieces of cardstock in each signature, which makes 2, 4, 6, 8 pages, 2 pockets on each page. You do the math. It's a lot of pockets. So the price will be going up. That will be reflected in my shop. I have not had a lot of them in my shop because I have had several orders that I've had to keep up with, and I took a break to make the autumn journals. So I just wanted to give you an update on those, and as long as I can either find double-sided paper or glue 2 pieces of paper together, I will continue to make these. it's a lot of sewing. It's a lot of work, like literally tons of work to do all that sewing, cutting the plastic pockets out, punching the tabs out, doing all the sewing. So I just feel it's only fair to myself to really charge what they're worth. So when I get some of those in the shop, you'll see them. If I can't keep up, if you want one, you can send me a private convo on Etsy, and I will put you on the list of next in line. I don't take custom orders because it's very stressful and very difficult for me to find the right papers to make these out of. I want them to be sturdy. I do use canvas. This is canvas, not muslin. It's an outdoor fabric, so it's very sturdy. I do glue and sew the binding on. It's got chipboard for the spine. And I use a muslin to tie, which is very easy to take off. It's just slipped through this, one of the signature strings on the back. So you can take it off. You can, you know, just wrap it around however you want, leave it on, whatever floats your boat. I've tried to make them as useful as I can, and I'm trying to improve the product all the time. So as I was saying, I don't take custom orders because I just don't. I don't know what kind of paper I'm going to be able to find, how much work. If I have to glue 2 sheets together, I have to wait overnight for those to dry before I can sew them and everything. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to fit the papers in. They can't be totally doubled because then that makes the pocket too thick and all this other stuff. So I'm working really hard at trying to make a good product. So if you're interested, convo me, and you know, I make them and then I send you photos, and if you like them, then I put them in my shop as reserved for you under your name. So there's that. So onward and upward. This is the newest cover. I showed you this one first last week, or earlier this week, I think it was. I can't keep track of time. The days are flying by so fast, I can't even tell you. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. I'm spending probably 8 hours a day in the studio sewing and gluing and cutting and everything else. And I don't know how some people do it. I am so envious of people like Gina and Wendy who can just produce these beautiful journals. It takes me a whole day just to do a cover. I don't know. I'm slow, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm picky, but I need to learn to manage my time because I want to make so many more journals. I have so many ideas. I love the creativity that goes along with them, but I don't know where the days go, and they just fly by. Anyway, I'm still not 100% sure that I am completely finished playing with these and, you know, making them fun. But anyway, so I originally showed you this cover. I added this burlap to it because this burlap just kept jumping up in my face after we moved the studio back upstairs. And it was like, use me, use me, use me. So I did. So I had this one strip of burlap. This brad was already stuck in the burlap. I don't know why. I guess I was going to try it on something else and I never used it. And so, you know, that is glued on. Here it's got some sewing on it. I have sewn around the covers. This is the one that's going to be up for sale in the shop. This is the one that I'm doing as the giveaway. So real quick, well, I don't know how quick it'll be because there's a lot of pages in these. I just took muslin and I used my stamp pads to color the muslin and let that dry. It's just tied in. If you didn't like it that way, you can do whatever you want with it. These are the placemats that I found, and tea-stained paper. Napkin decoupage to make tags. This is a paper pocket that I had embossed earlier. As you know, I used, for the pockets, I tried to use as much of my pre-made stuff that I had on hand. This is scrapbook paper, more napkin decoupage and stamping. That's another tag, and this I already had on hand. A little doily, some stamping and some stenciling. And there's a huge journaling tag with napkin on the front. And more stamping and stenciling. This is tracing paper that's tea-dyed. All of my stuff is tea-dyed. I don't use coffee, so there's no coffee smell. Here's one of the ruffles that I have. Another tall journaling card. And there's still room in these pockets for you to add your own things. And this has 6 tags in it. This little book page pocket has 6 different... These are all pre-made tags I had made up prior to doing this journal. And I thought, I'm just going to start using them. And more napkin, stamping, stamping. And that's also got gesso on it. So if you wanted to write on here, you very well could write on there too. And that's the end of the first signature. So there are 3 signatures. I did not count the pages. Maybe somebody's counting as I'm flipping. I meant to do that before I started filming. There's a little fox stamp. And I forgot, of course. Another doily. And this little envelope opens up. And this little envelope opens up, and there's something inside each of them. This has a little tiny, my fat fingers, little tiny piece of paper in it that you can write on. And my little fat fingers. Okay. There you go. And this one opens as well. I'm not going to take the time. Trust me, there's something in there. More tracing paper and stenciling. I love this little mouse. And this is the pocket I just had to make. And funny thing, I can't even tell you. I put this on cardstock, and I cannot find the other half of the cardstock that I used to decoupage those on. Because I used a full napkin on a piece of cardstock and can't find the darn thing. Strangely enough. My stomach is growling. I hope you can't hear it. It's a little flip-up tag with a little pocket on the side. And these are all little pockets. You could stick some lightweight stuff in those if you wanted to. And this folds out, and you can write on that. And my lovely neighbor is dragging his trash can out. If you can hear that in the background, I apologize. Some more napkin decoupaging. And this is a little envelope that opens up, and you can journal in there. And a couple of tags stuck in the top. A couple of more tags. This one was pre-made. This one I made up with the napkin. I just had so much fun making these. And believe it or not, we went to Tuesday morning, and was it earlier in the week? So this opens up, and it's a journaling spot, and it has a tag in it, the top of it, right here. And I found a Bow Bunny pad, a 12 by 12, a 6 by 6, and the ephemera that goes with it. And it's all autumn related, so there are going to be more journals on the way. So there's that. So let's see. Get that back in there. And these tags, what I did was, well, actually, I don't know if I did them with those tags, but the ones that are in the corner pocket, I actually did a whole sheet of, nope, actually it's not that one, it must be these. I did a whole sheet where I just decorated, I took pieces of napkin, and maybe it's in this one, and I did like a Franken page with napkin cutouts, and just decoupaged the whole thing. And then I, what did I do? Oh, then I cut it into 6 tags, and I thought it was so much fun. So this one, again, is the new cover, and I'll sort of hold it up for you to see. And these just kind of hang loose, and I sewed this down. I left the little threads. I never leave threads on anything, but this thread is so pretty, I thought I'd just leave it on there. And more decoupaging, and this is the leaf that I received in my Happy Mail. I was so happy to get that. And this one has a couple of extra pages in it, so it's going to be a little thicker. And this is the one that's going into the shop for sale. I'm not going to say when, because I'm not sure when I'm going to get it in there. We have a bunch of errands to run today, but hopefully this weekend. Today is, I believe, the 12th, if I can find my phone. Oh, there it is. Yeah, today's the 12th. This would have been my brother's 71st birthday if he hadn't passed away 4 years ago. These are the tags I made by decoupaging onto a piece of cardstock, just tearing pieces of napkin out and decoupaging onto cardstock, and then I put tea stain paper on the back. I had so much fun doing that. I really, really did. I kind of like that one sticking out a little bit. And this is some of my tea stained paper with the lace paper mats, placemats. And I put some graph paper in here and one of these fun sheets of paper that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and it's tea stained and it's a fun shape. More tracing paper. There are not a ton of pockets in these. I really like to have a lot of journaling space for people, and it also gives you a chance to add whatever you want to it. And this is just a piece of paper inside an envelope. And this is one of my previously made pieces, and it's got napkins on it in fall colors, so I decided to just go with that. This is another pre-made tag. And this is another one of these pockets with all these all these spaces in it to tuck tags into. And that was pre-made as well. And this folds out. And that's just another tag that I dolled up a little bit in the autumn colors. Excuse me. My goodness. So I had so much fun making these, as I said. And as much as I enjoy making the Ephemera Folios, this gives me, like, I stress about it. Like, I never know what I'm going to put in a journal. But then I get going on it, and I have so much fun. This is another one. These are 2 more cards from that decoupage piece that I did. I just tore all of these napkins apart and just put them on a big sheet and just had so much fun with it. I really did. And I loved making these big pockets too. More of those in my future, and more of this in my future. This is the gessoed and stamped and inked and napkin decoupaged sheets, and I really, really enjoyed doing that as well. And some more. That's the little dog snoring in the background. Can you hear her? Oh, now she stopped. She's trying to prove me a liar. A little stinker. There she is. I love this page. I just really love it. And then this is another one of those pockets with a ton of pre-made punched out tags that I did. Which means now I get to make more because I used a lot of them up in here. And this one again is 3 and another pocket with tons of tags. I have this stamp set, and I didn't realize that it had these little leaves in it as well. So when I found that, I sort of went slap happy with the leaves. And 2 more of the tags from that sheet of paper that I did. And I will be doing a lot more of this. This was so much fun. Yeah, so we went to Hobby Lobby, found that, not Hobby Lobby, Tuesday morning, found those paper packs, and that's the same day that we went looking for more napkins and stuff. So we now have some Christmas napkins, because last year my husband decided to make our Christmas cards to send out. Oh, I hope I've been in frame this whole time. I didn't even look up to check. So that's a little flip tag with washi tape. And 2 more tags up here. So I hope you enjoy these. So the giveaway journal, which was the first one I showed you. This one, what I'd like you to do is, you must be a subscriber. You must be over 18 years of age. And you must leave a comment on this video. And what I would like to know in your comment is, what is the coolest thing that you learned from anybody on YouTube? Doesn't have to be me. I don't have that many original ideas. What is the coolest thing that you learned, or the thing that you use the most when you're creating, that you learned from somebody else? And who did you learn it from, if you can remember who that is? So you don't have to link any videos. You don't have to link anybody. Just tell me the thing that you found the most interesting, that you learned from somebody while in this journey, and that you may use the most, or, you know, that helped you the most, or something like that. So just leave a comment to that effect. And today is Saturday, October 12th. I will, let's see, let me look at my calendar. This will be open until Wednesday the 16th. On Wednesday, October 16th, at the close of business on the East Coast of the U.S., by midnight, Wednesday the 16th, all comments will be, you know, any comments that I received by then. Thursday morning, I will get up and I will do a random draw. And I am going to make this open to everybody, not just the U.S. So if you want to win this journal, please enter, and I will ship this worldwide if you win. This was supposed to be my 500 giveaway, because I zoomed from 300 and something to 500 really quickly. Thank you, Gail Augustinelli. I greatly appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody who has joined me, who has come over from Gail, who has found me on their own, and who has stuck with me. I know I'm not real consistent with the videos, and I'm not real consistent with showing you how I make things. I just take so long when I make something that you would be bored to tears, because I'm not teaching you anything new normally. I'm a slow creative person, I guess. I don't know. And sometimes I don't get around to working on this stuff until evening, when I'm not in this, you know, sitting in the room anymore. I am in front of TV or whatever, and I can piddle around with some stuff. Because when I'm here in the studio, I'm either cutting or sewing the ephemera folios, or I'm working on stuff, but it just seems to take me all day to get something done. And you guys don't want to sit around and watch that, trust me. Even the dogs are bored. As you can hear, they're snoring. So, yeah, so leave a comment. I hope you won't just join to join the giveaway, hopefully win the giveaway. I hope you'll stick around and stay with me for the long haul. I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea what this means to me to have you all comment. I try and answer your comments within a day or so. This last week has been a little tricky, but I do hope that you'll stay with me and we'll keep exploring new things and finding new ways to do things. So leave a comment below, subscribe. You must be 18 or over. And I will do the draw next Wednesday on October 16th for this journal for you to win. And the other one will be in the shop hopefully by the end of the weekend. Today, again, is October 12th, 2019. And I hope to have it in the shop either today or tomorrow. So take care, everybody. And bless you and thank you. And I love you all for being here. And I send hugs and kisses and happy crafting to you all. Take care, and thanks so much again for joining me. It really does mean everything to me. Bye. Have a great weekend.